Big up, family. I have a few minutes. There's something on my mind. Something else I want to bring out there. This is my third video for YouTube. A lot of times, people want to come to Canada. As I said in my previous videos, I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Now, I think there's opportunity for everyone. That's just me. I want everybody to try. But I'm not one of those persons that's gonna so-called pretty up the thing and make it look like it's easy. I want to base this video off things that you need to be prepared for, things to expect. And one of those things is when applying for your student visa. There are certain criteria that the Canadian embassy is looking for, and one of the things that they're looking for is if you can fend for yourself, so to speak, when you get here. The school fee at Red River College is in and around $16,000 per year. That's on average. Now, this is just, as I said, it's average. I mean, it could be a little bit higher based on the course that you choose to do, and it could be a little bit higher based on the length of your semester. And as I said, well, anything over 7 months is considered a year. So a year course could be an 8-month course, as well as it could be a 12-month course. So all of that affects the price. But be prepared to pay a school fee of at least 16,000 Canadian dollars, which equivalent would be in and around 1.5 million Jamaican dollars. That's with the Canadian dollars at $92 per $1 Canadian dollar. Added to that, the Canadian embassy is expecting you to be able to provide for yourself at a rate of at least $1,000 per month. Now, $1,000 per month for a year, 12 months make a year, would be $12,000. And what they would want you to show, and I'm just like, you want to put a buffer on everything that you're doing. So we already have 1.5 for the school fee, let's say 1.6, and then 1.2 million, which is the 12,000, which is the 12,000 for your rent and whatever per month, 12,000 for the year. What I'm saying is, if you're doing a 1-year course, be prepared to show the embassy that you have at least $3 million. That $3 million will prove to them that you won't be a drain on the Canadian economy. They want to know that when you come here, you will not be suffering, you will not be in any burden, and your school fee, you will be able to pay that comfortably. Now, if you have someone sponsoring you, you need to have a letter showing that this person is the person responsible for my school fee, for, taking care of me throughout my time here. Now, a lot of persons might say, yo, that's a lot of money. It is. That was one of the challenging things when I moved to Canada from Jamaica. I used to live in Hanover, and for a huge house, I remember I used to pay 25,000 Jamaican dollars, which is about 250 Canadian dollars. And when I moved here, my first month here, I was in a 1-bedroom house of 500 Canadian dollars, and that was considered cheap. 500 Canadian dollars is 50,000 Jamaican dollars for 1 bedroom. Further to that, when my family came here a month after, we moved into a 2-bedroom, and that 2-bedroom went up now. The price was like $800, and that was still cheap. So the economy is different, and it's hard for someone moving from the Jamaican economy to come here and use the Jamaican money to survive here. It's easier if you start working in Canada, because then you're working at the Canadian level of economy and surviving at that level and paying your expenses at that level. An average 2-bedroom apartment here is $1,000 per month. So when the embassy asks you to prove that, you know, you can survive as $1,000 per month, actually $1,000 cannot help you for the month. And some people, they kind of pad up the thing and make you think that it's nice, it's easy just running, but it's not so easy to start. If you come to Canada as a student, your first year is going to be the hardest. If you don't have that backbone, that support that I had, thank God for my mother, trust me. If you don't have that backbone, that support, thank God for my wife too. If you don't have that support throughout that first year, you can't survive. Many people came, I know persons who came up even through this program, and after 6 months they decide to no, they can't manage it. Not necessarily for financial reasons. There are other reasons. There's a sense of loneliness when the winter come over. If you don't have family here and support, it's difficult. But some people get overwhelmed. Some people have, you know, family that they have to go back home and support and so forth for various reasons. But one of the major things is financial management. If you are not prepared with at least $3 million to balance any one person in that first year, don't even look at it. I'm telling you straight up, it's difficult. Some people give you the mindset that you can come here and work and study. With your study permit, you're only allowed 20 hours to work, 20 hours per week, because they don't want you to come and look for a job and work more than the 20 hours and don't concentrate on your studies. Your primary thing is your studies. So you come and you go to classes, and it was difficult for me even after you go to school at 8 a.m, leave at 4, and then you have to go to a job until 10, 11 o'clock, and you still have to study. That's difficult. And at the same time, the jobs that give you 20 hours worth of work is paying you like $13 an hour. That's nothing. My first job paid me something like $12 something per hour, and I was collecting tips. I remember when I got my first $5 tips, I was excited. Right now, being in a better position, I am giving tips to persons that I see look like they're new here, they're students and so forth. I know where they're coming from because I was there, so I understand, and I give them tips, you know. But I just want to say, it's not a bed of roses. You have to come here, you have to work hard, the opportunity is here, but I'm not painting a picture as if it was easy to start. If you don't have that support from the get-go, get the support. Get it. If it take you 2 years and you say, listen, we're in 2020, by 2022 I want to be here, start lay your pipe, start line up your thing and make sure that you have everything prepared. If you need to go sell that car, mortgage the house, something, but after you finish school, it will be all worth it. If you have a good person, a family member you can borrow that money from, after you finish school and start work, you can pay them back, no problem. But that's starting the get-go. All right, I don't want this video to be too long. As I said, as pointers come to me, I want to drop the videos so that people understand what we're going through here. It's nice to be able to afford to go on a vacation or whatever, to afford other things here, but it was hard. The journey is the part that we have to worry about. All right, so like, subscribe, share, and I'll keep the thing flowing. Good night.